Hey guys, we're at Home Depot and we're picking out the paint for Rebecca's
dining room buffet.
I can never think what it's called.
Chicken, what's it? Crispy?
Yeah.
Crispy,
tasty, flaky crust. Hey guys, we're at Home Depot. We're picking out the paint for Rebecca's cabinet for her dining room.
Yep.
This is one of the steps in our entire makeover of her dining room.
This will build into our series of making over my dining room, and this is the furniture piece. It's kind of like the crowning glory of the room.
And we might have been using one of the paints from your bedroom, right?
Ooh, I think we did. I think you're right. So let's go find it. We'll show you the color, and then we'll tell you about the finish and how much we had to use.
And how to do it, because that's important.
Yeah,
Because you can do it.
you can do it. So the pink we're using is Sunset Pink. Initially we were looking at Watermelon Punch. However, if you look, it's a lot deeper and more intense. This is like a softer version, but once it's on, it'll probably read a little bit more like the Watermelon Punch. So I always say find a color and then back off a shade or two, because when you have it in a concentrated area, it can look really oversaturated, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so it's really important to decide what finish you're going to use on your cabinet. So we're going to go with a satin enamel, just because you can still wipe it off, but it has a little bit of sheen to it. You don't want to go as flat or as matte as matte. The satin's really the best, and it's much better than the semi-gloss or the high gloss.
Okay, so when I use my paint sprayer, latex paint is a little thick coming right out of the can, so it's important to thin it down. I use a little bit of water, and then I also use this product. It's called Floetrol, and this is an additive to the paint which helps it flow smoother, and it also makes like a leveling agent in the paint. So definitely grab some of this if you're painting furniture. It also eliminates roller marks, brush strokes, so it like helps the paint level and smooth it out, and it's awesome. It's like a lifesaver. The best thing about Home Depot is it has like really awesome lighting, so it gives you these like amazing bags, like designer bags under your eyes. And
Got it, yes.
So let's take a spin over by the brushes and take a look and see. I keep looking in the wrong spot, so if I'm looking opposite, I apologize. I just can't get used to looking over here. Wooster are for sure our favorite brushes. Now this one, the Wooster Shortcut, this is a fan fave. I love this little shorty. It's great for cutting in, but I'll tell you what, since our bedroom project, one of my new favorite brushes is this Wooster Pro Chinex. But for detail on this buffet, I would go with more of like a 1.5 inch brush, or even a 1 inch brush for fine details.
Here's a short.
The shorty, I love the shorties.
You just right down the wall.
And the nice thing about these shorties, they have like a flexible handle, so if you get in a corner, you have more control and just more control.
True.
True dat.
So Rebecca has all the painting tips. She's painted pretty much everything.
Okay, so if you don't have a paint sprayer, that's okay, we've got you covered. The best bet is to cut in your tight areas with a little angled brush, and then you're gonna wanna use a high density foam roller. This is gonna be the best for like smooth finishes. You don't wanna press too hard because you're gonna leave what, Joe?
Bubbles.
So you don't want any air bubbles, and then also you don't want the edging. So I would probably go with a wider one, and they do come in a 6 inch wide. And another thing is, don't overwork your paint. When you start overworking your paint, you start messing with the sheen. I'm like, do I know you? I know you. I feel like I know you from somewhere. No, you're fine.
She knows everybody. Anyway.
So you don't want to overwork your paint. So when you're working with a satin finish, you can get like those streak marks, and that's really from the finish in the paint rather than poor application. Yeah, just don't overwork your paint.
Rebecca's full of the tips today. What do you got for me?
So as much as I love spray paint, like Rust-Oleum is like by far my favorite spray paint ever. And if you don't have a spray paint sprayer, I would definitely recommend rolling it. When you're doing a large piece of furniture, spray paint is a little bit harder to work with. Like once you get the hang of it, you can do just about anything with spray paint. But if you are a beginner DIY, leave the spray paint to smaller projects so you have more control. The paint sprayer works completely different than a can of spray paint. So we're gonna show you how to use the sprayer. So, getting everything prepped, and I'm about to start painting. So, you guys excited? I am. So my sprayer of choice is the Homeright HVLP paint sprayer, and in order to get the right consistency, I use the included cup to dilute my paint with a little bit of water and some of the Floetrol that I mentioned earlier. You guys, using a paint sprayer is so easy. It makes your job go 5 times as fast. But let me tell you a few tips. Make sure to use a sweeping motion back and forth, and always extend your motion past your piece. That way any overspray isn't landing on your piece and creating like weird paint patterns. But it makes it so quick and so easy, and as long as your paint is diluted to the right consistency, you're going to have this butter finish. Now this is where spray paint was ideal for this project. The legs needed just a little gold capping on them, so I taped them off and gave them a quick spray. Along with all the original hardware, I got a quick coat of a metallic gold spray paint.
Yeah, correct. Don't work terribly.
Crispy, flaky.
Flaky.
We're just filming.
We're just filming. Okay. Okay, ready? Hey guys, we're at Home Depot. Picking out the paint for Rebecca.
Buffet
That's
makeover,
right.
and I'm not looking in the right spot.
Yeah, let's start. Oh, you're just start over, right?
Another thing that's important to take into consideration when you're painting is what are you using to painting? What are you using to paint? So
Your hand or what do you mean?
yeah.